One of our common deciduous tree species around Prince George region is the paper birch, or Betula papyrifera. So the leaves are doubly toothed and they're quite soft to the touch. You can see the young stem here has a really fuzzy appearance to it. The leaves have a nice soft fuzzy feeling to them as well, which helps you distinguish them from shrub species like our Sitka alder and other species that have similar leaf structure. So young stems are commonly fuzzy. They'll often sprout from old stumps. So you can see even at the base of this young tree, it might have been an old stump a long time ago. I'm not sure. But at the base of the birch here, we've got young shoots coming up from it. On the young stems, it has prominent lenticels. So in the same family, there we go, as our alder species. So that's why there's some similar characteristics. So lenticels just being openings in the stem for gas exchange. So that's on kind of a medium age stem. The really young stems have that fuzzy appearance to them. And then of course the mature stems, true to the name paper birch, have that papery peeling white bark. And that varies. It can actually even have a really dark brownish purple color to it on young species just before they start peeling. So birch likes to grow on moist, well-drained sites. It's an earlier cereal species, meaning it grows in lots of light. Light will actually trigger the seeds to germinate in the soil. So in an older forested, like mixed forest stand, like the one I'm in, full of lots of conifers and some deciduous trees, the paper birch is restricted to the openings where it can get more light. So it'll come in quite rapidly after fire or clear cuts where the canopy opens up. Important thing to note as future foresters, some of you are current foresters, is to really pay attention to what those young stems look like. So this little shoot coming up here is a great example of what a young stem will look like coming from a stump of an old birch. So important not to miss those in surveys and other forestry work that you might be doing. I've taken some pictures of some as well for you to get familiar with. And another characteristic that often throws people off is it also has catkins similar to the alder species. So remember I mentioned they're in the same family. So those catkins tend to disappear quite quickly. They come out before or at the same time as the leaves, and then once the reproductive cycle is wrapped up, they disintegrate rapidly.